Twitter. Okay. I can't hear shit. So, what's up, everybody? Can you guys hear me today? Oh man, my mic is going crazy loud. All right, man. This is going to be a small discussion. Obviously, if you guys are following me on Twitter, you know, kind of where I guys kind of know where I'm at with this. Obviously, I heard the news of Halo Infinite. I'm not really feeling this background. There we go. Oh man. Give me 1 second. Oh man. I'm just not in the mood. I am not in the fucking mood. I want to filter. Let me see if I get rid of that chroma key. Let me see how things change. Yeah, there we go. Now I don't have to worry about green screen. Okay. Damn. There we go. All right, guys. All right. How are we doing? Wonderful day in the neighborhood. All right, so Halo Infinite delayed at the request of every fucking neutral on the planet. All the guys, the meme guys, the non-gamers, the people that don't play video games, they just create memes. They just laugh. They just make fun of Xbox just because it's the thing to do. They got nothing else to do. They're no, I did not. Thank you.
Do you want a sandwich?
No. Thank you.
You're not hungry?
I'm live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I am obviously I'm super frustrated. So, fuck it. Let me try to get my thoughts together here. So yeah, Halo Infinite is delayed 2021. 343 said, you know, due to COVID. As you can see in their blog, I hate seeing these. Anytime you see a message like this from any game and it says like development update, you know it's a delay. There's never good news in these posts. So when I saw that, I was like, well, there goes my week. So I've been gone for a little bit. You guys last heard from me on Weapon Wheel. And that's because, I mean, I did a move. I had a horrible move, as you know. I got my TV's broken. My bed has a hole in it. My wife's laptop has been stolen. And I'm getting a runaround with shit. Don't even got fucking, like, furniture. I just had a shit fucking week. And all I needed was just a little bit of fucking good news. So I had a shit week, so my move went bad. It's still going bad. I haven't replaced anything just yet. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know what's going on. So that's that. And so I haven't been able to drop content because, the internet was, delayed and my setup is not where it needs to be for me to drop content. I mean, it's been a slow grind to 10,000 subs. I'm not sure if I'm going to get there anytime soon. But let's talk about Halo Infinite and why I'm pissed. Okay. July, they showed the gameplay, July 23rd. I live streamed it. I was impressed. I enjoyed what I saw, but the majority, the loud, I don't know if they're the loud minority or whatever, the crazy majority, the crazy people, they've kind of made sure they went out their way. These people, the people that talk the most are people who don't game on Xbox. They don't play on Xbox. They don't play Xbox games. They're PDT, and that's PlayStation dictators. And they just take every moment to slander Xbox whenever they get the chance. So they won this round. They butchered the game. They turned Craig into a meme and did all this shit to make sure they had people doing their sincere, you need to delay the game, delay the game, delay the game, delay the game. They wanted this game delayed just so they can say this: Xbox has no first party launch exclusive. That's why they wanted the game to freaking delay. That's why they wanted this game to be delayed. So they got what they wanted. 343 was pressured. They listened. They delayed the game. They're blaming COVID. They can't blame COVID. The game's been in development for 5 fucking years. COVID's been available for about worldwide about 7-8 months. If you take into consideration China. US, we're looking at 5 months, right? So I'm not saying COVID didn't impact. COVID delayed a whole lot of games, and I knew games, or I already know there's a ton of games being delayed. That's why I appreciate the Xbox Series X push for remastering your existing library and all these games getting enhanced, because I know there's going to be a freaking there's going to be a dry spell where there's going to be a drought where there's just no relevant releases coming for either platform, because of the games that were majorly impacted by COVID. Those games were already scheduled for like 2021. So I'm not saying like COVID wasn't the blame for this, but when you consider Halo Infinite was in development 5 years and 2020 was the year supposed to be launching, so that means they were supposed to be ready in for delivery. It's the launch year, so you're doing finishing touches in the last year. So I mean, I still, even with the delay, don't expect anything to change. And if you guys are expecting the fucking game to change dramatically, and you guys wanted to look like fucking, you guys wanted to look like some like Avatar or some shit like that, then the game's not coming in 2021. If they have to go and erase those visuals and put some photorealistic, crazy visuals, never before seen visuals into this game, then the game is fucking delayed indefinitely. I'm excited. I was excited for Halo. I wanted to play Halo. I haven't played Halo. I mean, I've been playing Halo 5, but I mean, it's been a decent amount of time since we had a Halo game, and we're not getting one this year. It's not as it was promised to be a launch title. It's not going to be that. You guys, you said what you said about the game, what it looks like. I thought it looked great. Thought it was going to play well. I was excited. I was genuinely excited for the game, and it's delayed, and it's not going to be the first game I get to enjoy on my Xbox Series X. And a lot of you guys are pretending. You're lying to yourselves. Talking about, you guys forget what you said, since you guys were like bullshit, and you guys laugh at the delay, but then you have to go back, but let me support the delay because I was saying, they need to delay the game. You're going back and you're saying that, so you're trying to save face and shit, but I can see through the fake shit. So the game's delayed. I'm pissed off about it. I'm probably the only one pissed off about it, but I don't give a fuck. A lot of people want to say, don't follow Kid Smooth, he doesn't represent the Xbox community. No, I never have. I represent Kid Smooth. I'm an Xbox fan. If I'm an X-bot, I am the best bot. That's how I pretty much go about it. I don't speak for any other Xbox personality. I am pissed off at the Halo Infinite delay. You guys are probably not. I am. I wanted to play Halo Infinite this fall. I can't. The crying, the crying, the whining, the memes won. And it sucks because 2020 is looking a lot like 2017. And you guys know what 2017 was for me? It was the worst year to be an Xbox customer because that was the year Xbox didn't put out any relevant titles. Their major titles were Cuphead, which is a legit multi-plat, Forza Motorsport 7, which is obviously it was a good game. It's racing though. And super fucking Lucky's Tales and that was the year Crackdown 3 got its final fucking delay. Yeah. In 2017 there was nothing, absolutely nothing. PUBG was the prized possession. And now this year, sure, it's better, but not by much. Sure, we get Ori, but Ori's not a major game. Sure, it's an amazing game, I'm sure, but it's not, it's not nothing it's not a trophy. And what else? And then we get all these fucking mid-tier games. You had Bleeding Edge and what else? Fucking and the best games that are coming out of Xbox were all PC first games, and those were Gears Tactics. It's a fucking RTS. Even though the reason why I want it on Xbox is because it's Xbox first party. It's a Xbox IP. It shouldn't have skipped Xbox to begin with, but it's an RTS game. Even when it comes out on Xbox Series X, I'm probably not going to play it. It's just not my type of game. And then you got Flight Sim. Gorgeous game, but it is a flight simulator. It's gorgeous, but it's also first to fucking PC. So those games are going to get the most praise. So now what Xbox is left with? What is Xbox left with? Battletoads, which is due out next week, and I already know how that's going to be. I already know. My meta prediction is a 58. If it gets a 72, I'll be fine. If it's going to be a 58 game, I probably enjoy it because I got nothing better else to look forward to. After Battletoads, you got the fucking game Tell Me Why. And you guys probably know I'm not really feeling that game, and I'm probably just going to play for the achievements because I don't know. After Tell Me Why, you have Crossfire X. The campaign is probably promising because Remedy's doing it. I like Remedy's work. The multiplayer seems generic. And it wasn't an issue when you know Halo Infinite was going to be available this fall. But now that's the lead multiplayer fucking game. It's free to play. And it's generic. It's going to suck. It was okay for 2017 because the Xbox One X was a console refresh. It wasn't a brand new generation. It was just an upgraded Xbox One. But now we're technically in the new generation. PS5, Xbox Series X. It doesn't bear the Xbox One name. And it's a repeat of 2017. And it's annoying. I'm just super bothered. It's just like, dude, if you don't... And this is why we can't take advice from fucking PlayStation guys or these fucking news. They need more shit. They need to take their time with their games and shit like that. There's no Halo. There's no Gears. And there's no Forza this year. I'm now thinking back out. I'm like, damn it. Could I have gone without a Gears 5 in 2019? If Gears 5 did not come in 2019 and it was just a launch title for the Xbox Series X, would I have been happy? I would have been fine with that. I would have rather Gears Tactic come out in 2019 as the Gears game of that year and had them push Gears 5 to 2020 with the Series X. But nope. I ain't going to see Coalition for a little while. I don't think Peoples Can Fly is making a B-tier Gears game again. Vancouver Studios from Capcom is gone, so there's no Dead Rising. Rise is never coming back. Remedy started messing with Sony, so there's no more Quantum Break. Instead, they put Alan Wake into Control DLC, which is probably going to PlayStation first. This is remember those deals that Bond and everybody made fun of Xbox for doing when they didn't have first party IPs. They had to reach out to third party developers and second party developers to put out like exclusive content. There'll be IPs that Microsoft could own, like the Records and the Quantum Breaks and shit like that, but it wasn't done by an in-house studio. This is a time you need that shit. While your first party studios, you got a ton of first party studios. While your first party studios are working on their shit, they could be filling in those second and third party games. Could be filling in. There's no plan B, and I'm pissed off. Halo Infinite is going to see if there was a plan B. If there was a backup mega hit or a 1B or 1A to Halo Infinite, I could be like, all right. But my intentions for Xbox Series X this year was Halo Infinite, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I don't know, maybe Cyberpunk. I don't know. But those were my main go-tos. My go-tos for PlayStation this year, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Kenna. And right now, the Xbox Series X is without Halo Infinite, it's sort of like what the Xbox One X launched. It launched with fucking Lucky's Tale, Cuphead, Cuphead wasn't a launch title, but it launched with Super Lucky's Tale, and a bunch of Disney ports from Disney Connect ports. And there was no showpiece for it. How do you do that? How do you do that? And you guys made fun of me for making a Halo Gears Forza song, but I appreciate those games. You guys, they should make other games. And now we got a year where none of them comes out. And when none of them comes out, shit looks vacant. Very, very, very vacant. And to save face, Xbox PR put out tweets. Yeah, Xbox is coming out in November. Oh, you gave us a month. Wow. And I maybe I'm not appreciative, right? You gave us a month, right? Honestly, guys, I didn't want the Xbox to come out in November. I think that's too late. I was hoping September. I was hoping at the latest October. But November is no surprise. It's like, all right, it is what it is. You guys always come out in fucking November. You guys, all these stupid teases, these early reveals. You reveal the console in December. Digital Foundry is looking at it in February and March. You got controllers for the console in the stores today. And the console is still coming in fucking November. Like, come on. That doesn't do anything. That doesn't make me excited that, I know the month. I could have guessed the month. I was being stubborn and just hoped you guys did something to surprise me by saying September and October. November, it's not a big deal. Then you got IGN's running. Breaking Xbox is launching in November. Okay, November what? Doesn't help me. I can tell you right now what day the Xbox Series X is launching without even flinching. Just like I said what the Scorpio name was. I said it's Xbox One X. And I got it right? The Xbox Series X is launching November 6th. Friday, November 6th. Book it. They'll let us know in 2 weeks. What about Lockhart? I don't know. They should just announce it, but I'm sick and tired of these dates for announcements. I'm sick of dates. Oh, on this date, we're going to announce this. That is coming on this. So we're just milestones. So all these events and presentations, I don't give a fuck about them anymore. Next gen is completely fucking dead to me. The excitement isn't there. I don't know if it's COVID. I don't know if it's these fucking riots and looting and shit that's taking place. Or it's just nothing is intriguing me. I tried to make myself super excited for both these fucking consoles. As an Xbox fan, it hurts. No Halo, I think it hurts to fucking launch. It'd be different if you didn't have, it's not like, the Xbox doesn't, the Xbox launched 2 consoles without Halo, but the thing is, they had decent games that were, good. They weren't, that held you over until Halo came out. So I enjoyed the Xbox One launch titles. I love them. I enjoyed the 360's launch titles. I enjoyed the first 3 years of the Xbox 360. So it's not that big of a blow losing Halo if you have complementary pieces. But for the first time, they say turn 10, take all the time you need, where you don't need to launch Forza in 5 years. I mean, you used to launch a game every other year. Now you're taking 5 years to make one. And Playground, you guys got 2 separate studios, one dedicated to Forza Horizon, one dedicated to Fable. Forza Horizon is due this year. It's not coming this year. Forza Motorsport, the one that we got the reveal for last month, was due last year. It's not coming this year, and it doesn't seem like it's coming next year. So, I'm just sick. I'm tired. Bro, when the news broke that Halo Infinite was delayed, it immediately started downpouring in New Jersey. Immediately. Like, really, anybody like who lives in the East Coast area, the time that it started raining and the time that the Halo news dropped happened at immediately the same time. And what else that I wanted to point out? Let me get to some of you guys' super chats right quick, because I know I haven't been looking at the chat. I've been trying not to get myself frustrated. All right, Fiasco says, do you think Phil should just go? I don't know. I mean, no, it doesn't matter who goes and comes. It ain't like tomorrow I'm just gonna get a fucking new game. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. So it doesn't really matter. Garuda Legend says, it is okay to cry, bro. Lean on my shoulder. I have a lot of stuff going on. I could cry. I have a lot of shit going on. It's just I keep getting, but no, I'm not going to cry. Emmanuel A1 says, Halo Gears Forza, one of the best gaming songs out. I appreciate it. Now I have to do a remix because there ain't no Halo Gears or Forza coming this year. And I think I'll release a follow-up song this week. That's how pissed off I am. A1 Knowledge says, what's up, Smooth? I hope you know I wasn't trying to come at your neck earlier on Twitter. Just something that was on my heart as I read your post. You must be referring to my thoughts on guys, I have an unpopular opinion. It's not like I'm not with the whole police and stuff, and I also have a certain way that I view Chicago. So a lot of people are taking what I said personal, but I view Chicago a certain way. But because of the shit that takes place, and it really has nothing to do with my overall views, and so that's why I isolated Chicago, because the incidents happen in Chicago. There's always something happening in Chicago, so it's strange to see other instances that people, never mind. But Guru Legend says, Kid Smoothie, sign the pony contract, my brother. We are still brothers. I'm not sign. Here's the thing, guys. I'm upset. I'm upset at Xbox. And the thing is, I don't get credit. When I'm upset at Xbox, I get really upset. And this is not the first time. I didn't just see the light. I'm just upset. The thing is, I don't get mad at the shit that these PlayStation guys and these neutral guys get mad at Xbox for it. None of that stuff really, it doesn't bother me. But when something actually bothers me, it bothers me. This is what really where it becomes where I have my issues with Xbox. You're seeing it now, like the Halo delay, the games doing PC first games and shit like that. Like the games that were those second party, third party, exclusive, going to other platforms later. That's just stuff like that don't bother me. It's the stuff that Microsoft or Xbox itself does, the self-inflicting wounds that don't help their cause. And as a gamer, when I'm finally bothered, when I feel like I'm being impacted, that's when I get upset. I complain when I'm upset. And you guys really don't pay attention because you guys think I'm just okay with everything. I speak when I'm impacted. I don't really care about the other shit that you guys don't like. You guys didn't like the way Halo Infinite looked. I enjoyed what I saw. I wasn't gonna do a rant video because I wasn't upset. Halo Infinite is delayed. Yes, now I'm fucking upset because I was really, really looking forward to it. So, man, and I promise that you guys, I won't keep you guys long. You said, Smooth, I need help. No, I don't need help. Why do you say that? Blandrew. The game did not look bad in terms of graphics. I don't think it needed to be delayed. My thing is, don't delay it unless you're going to go all the way. Like, all right, if they delayed it so they can meet ray tracing, cool. All right, whatever. But if you guys are expecting it to look like Avatar, then why bother? I'm not expecting the game to be dramatically different. So, Mr. XGM says, Xbox needs to buy Warner Bros. Games. It's upset me to being an Xbox fan that games is delayed and want to be. Microsoft needs to stop doing a couple things. One, Microsoft needs to stop being so fucking liberal. That's one of their problems. That's what's getting them into this. They're too liberal. They need to be aggressive in everything they do. And because of them being super, ultra, consumer friendly, they are left with nothing. It sucks. Like right now, all Xbox have for the remainder of 2020 and all they're going to get for 2020 is bloated ID at Xbox games. Like I know a lot of people are riding hard for the medium. It's not going to be that game, dude. I'm telling you guys now. These are the people that made Blair Witch. There are people that made Layers of Fear. I'm not saying that they're bad developers or stuff like that. Their games just don't hit for everyone, and they haven't made anything super graphically demanding. That first initial trailer they showed for the medium looks dope, but the game's not going to look like that. I mean, I'm not hyped for it. I mean, I might have to get. Well, it's going to be in Game Pass, but I was like, I might have to play it by default now. And I think it's only $50. Bloated IDI Xbox game. He said, "Did I just wake up?" Why would you say that? Like, Bless said, "Kismu, did you play Blair Witch? The game was awful." Yeah, I played it. I lasted all but like 8 minutes. See, Dr. The Savage Goku, he said there's no point in having new console to play old games. I disagree with that. Only because when you consider things like what PC players do, they play games, they upgrade their cards and stuff, they'll sit there and play old games and have them looking good, and ray tracing comes out. They go and replay old games and see how the difference makes. I'm happy that can be done at a console level. So, like, Forza Horizon 4, I'm going to be playing because it's going to be 4K 60. Like, I don't have to pick between 1080p 60 or 4K 30 anymore. It's going to be just 4K 60 on a Series X. Gears 5, I'm going to play through that again. There's games I'm going to revisit, and I have a heavy backlog. And the Series X is powerful enough to do these remasters and add HDR to games that don't have them, double the frame rate. I'm just curious to see how that stuff works. So, I mean, I don't think it's a waste of time. I mean, I play a lot of games, but, I mean, it does suck to not have any new games. It's just like, how does that happen? They buy all these fucking studios and nobody can turn a fucking game. It's It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. So, I mean, sure, is the Series X needed or Series S needed day one when it comes out on November 6th? No. But I'm going to get it because it's the same way I treat it. This is how I look at this when it comes to new things. I don't need the next iPhone. Am I going to get it? Yeah. Am I going to get it day one? More than likely. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, do you guys, nobody needs a 3080 Ti. Nobody. There's no market for it. But people are going to get it. Some people are going to get it day one, regardless of the cost. So, like, I don't like the notion people run around like, oh, you don't need an Xbox because of this, that, and the third, all this other stuff. You got all these excuses why you can't get an Xbox, but you'll find every other product that you have out there that have the same things writing on it of reasons of why you shouldn't get it or why you don't need it. People are still going to do it. Alex Banter, you said I didn't see your super chat. When did you send it? You said Phil is to blame for Xbox Series X having no launch titles. Phil Spencer is actually probably not to blame. That would be Matt Booty, sir. He's the head of first party. He's the head of first party. So, it's just strange though. Like, it's a new console year. It's like somebody's got to be. It's just like somebody has to be working. Bro, my shoulder is always open. Shout out to 454 people here. You guys are here because you guys thought I was going to cry? Is that why you guys came here? Because you guys thought I was going to cry? But yeah, I'm bothered. I've never really actually been like super like bothered before, but it's just like, yo, it's like I've never been so disappointed. You know what I mean? It's like getting disappointed, like for example, being disappointed in E3 or like a showing and stuff like that, you get over it. But this is like now what? I don't know, guys. But I haven't watched, and for probably the better of my health, I haven't watched anybody's videos. I've seen a couple tweets. This tweet, it ruined my fucking day, dude. I was at work, looked at my phone, and I wasn't even looking forward to going home for the day. My day was just over. It's like, really? So, people got what they wanted. You guys demanded Halo to be delayed. It got delayed. And I don't know when it's coming out. They said 2021. We'll see. 2020 is trash. The worst start of a decade. Whatever they call these things. Like 1990 was a better year than 2020. 2000 was a much better year than 2020. 2010 was a better year than 2020. It's like, "2020's garbage. Garbage." And I don't think there's one game. Well, no, actually, I enjoyed The Last of Us. But I haven't really enjoyed, not really, outside of The Last of Us, one game I really enjoyed like that this year. I think everything that came out this year was fucking garbage. If the game releases in fall 2021, I'm not interested. I'll be a whole fucking year older. I'm not interested. It'd be nice for it to come out between like maybe February, March. And I ain't played Doom Eternal. I don't like that senseless bullshit. I'm not a fan of Doom. I didn't like Doom 2016, and I had no interest in playing Doom Eternal. I don't know. I just think it's senseless. It's something about it. Said more time for Grounded. Cyberpunk Series X patch isn't even coming out though. The patches, Cyberpunk. The thing, just to give you guys a heads up about these PlayStation 5 and Series X patches. A lot of these games, even the games that are coming out this year, a lot of their next gen patches aren't coming until 2021. I'm telling you that right now. There's going to be like a handful of games that are optimized for Series X and PlayStation 5 there. Oh, PlayStation 5 will probably have more optimized since they have PlayStation 5 exclusives coming out this year, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot of those third party, those big multi-platform, those patches aren't going to hit day one. They're not going to be there. We're going to be playing fucking brute forced versions of the Xbox One and PS4 games when they launch day one. So we're just going to be playing games via backwards compatibility. That's my take. The Cyberpunk patch is not coming to for a good 6 months, dude. We got Tell Me Why this month. Good luck. You got chapter 1 of Tell Me Why. If you're into shit like that. Either way I'm talking, it makes me feel like I won't be playing anything on the Series X day one. I'll be playing shit, I don't know what I'll be playing, because honestly my intentions were Halo. Halo was going to be the game. It'll by default it'll be Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But I don't know, man. I'm not interested. I'm really not interested in next gen. I'm really not like that. They haven't done enough to wow me. Sure, the consoles look great and they're powerful and stuff like that, but the rollout started great and now they're just slowly becoming trash because they want to do these drip feed. I don't like these stupid drip feeds. These boohoo. Oh, we're doing this. Whole shit leaks and still don't want to say anything. I'm just not a fan of it. It doesn't excite me. It's like, what are we waiting for? What's the difference of telling me the release date today and next week? Really, what's the difference? What difference does a week make when you tell me the price? Like, what milestone are we waiting for? So, I don't know, guys, but I told you guys I wouldn't take up too much of your time. I'm about ready to get out of here. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer them. There is some super chats. How did I miss these? Okay. Gorilla Legend says, see all of them? Yes, I am the kindest pony ever. Gorilla Legends. And Sec, he says, no, I read his currency. Hola Mako 17. Kid, I know you get a lot of shit. Still think you are a cool dude. You keeping it real. This is just part of the console war, but you did spoil The Last of Us 2 unnecessarily. I did not spoil The Last of Us. If you guys played the game, I did not spoil it. I could have said that about anyone, because I never said, and the game's over, you know what I mean? I never said Joel dies. I never said he gets beat with a club or a golf club or anything. I never gave any details. All I said was Joel gets his ass beat by a man. And he wasn't the only one. I was wrong. What's her name? What was her name? Abby wasn't a man. Well, she wasn't a ma'am in that sense, but she's all woman. Um, and Ellie got her ass beat too. And freaking what's his name? Joel's brother. And the girl with the big nose. Damn, I can't even remember her name. They all got their ass beat by Abby. All. So I don't think I actually spoiled anything. Like that was that. I could have said anyone, and you guys would have said that was a spoiler. But in action video games, somebody's gonna get their ass beat. Doesn't mean anything. You said, how does Joe got clapped not mean he died? I never said Joe got clapped. I never said that. I never used that term when speaking to Joel. I said Joel got his ass beat by a man. I said that literally. Joel got his ass beat. Fugly. What's up? You said a little patience will make a long way and you will not regret it. Mark my words. Patience. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Attic, what's on your Discord? I'm actually not going to stay here too much longer. What the fuck? He has a crowded Discord. Like, I don't. Yo, I'm still live. I didn't stop.
Here, I'll jump in at a different Discord real quick. Jump in Addicts World Discord.
Okay.
Who is that?
I'm here.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing. Just.
You seem a little upset, man. You seem a little upset.
Who isn't?
I'm not really upset, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Were you planning to get it? I don't know why you wouldn't be. I mean, what else is there to play?
I mean, I get what you're saying there, but to me, like, I didn't have an issue with the way the game looked. I do think it could have improved, but I want the game to come out as best as it possibly can. And I mean, let's just be real here, kid. It wasn't looking like it was the best it possibly can at that event. Like, would you rather it get delayed like 6 months? Even would not even see that till next year, till like the holiday of next year, and it'd be a better product than them rush it and it fails because of it.
They shouldn't have just showed. They should have tucked that fucking game away if they. I think.
And I 100% agree with you. I'm 100% agree with you. They showed it way too soon. So now the Series X. I don't want. My thing is I don't want Halo Infinite stopping the development because it needs to be a Series X title. Like I care more about the Halo Infinite than I care about the Series X. And I don't want them to sabotage. Well, it's not sabotage, but to make Halo Infinite a scapegoat because they need it to be a launch title. I'd rather Halo Infinite comes out because it's ready to come out, and not because they need it out at a certain time. If that makes sense.
Yeah. That's what I mean. But they were talking shit like up until like recently. Keep talking like launch titles, launch. Yeah, and Ryan McCraffy asked Phil Spencer that, like, and Phil Spencer said I think Halo Infinite wouldn't stop the Series X from launching if they had to ultimately push it back.
think it's better for the brand. I really do, because my thing is, even if the game came out, first off, we want to, they have to prove that they're willing to make these decisions and not like one of the stigmas with Xbox right now is, it's on Game Pass, we'll just push it out now and fix it later. That this helps like diffuse that a little bit. All right, they were willing to delay Halo Infinite because it needed it, and they just didn't push it out because it's in Game Pass. If the game needs to be delayed, it needs to be delayed. And I understand your biggest thing is like, look, this is one of the things I was looking forward to. It's one of the key components that I wanted to get a Series X for. But it's just like, I would rather the game come out 6 months to a year later and be what it can be than come out early and then lose all this buzz.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be fucking 40-year-old waiting for Halo, dude.
Well, don't wait for Halo. Dude, you can play stuff on PC. You can play stuff on the PS5.
I don't play on PC. This shit is like I don't know why you mentioned that, like as if I casually play that shit.
Well, no one's saying that you casually play, but I'm telling you, there's other experiences you can play. Like, you can still play the Series X. When the Series X comes out and that Destiny patch drops, the PC for Destiny's dead to me. I'm done with PC and Destiny.
Guerrilla Legends,
the cheating is ridiculous.
Guerrilla Legends says, my policy is delay the game, make it work, look pretty, and not be trash.
I don't think the graphics are going to change drastically. There might.
Then what? Then why delay it? Because I don't think that I ain't see any issues with the gameplay.
Well, we don't. We saw a controlled gameplay. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. And plus, like, people like to clown on me when I say this. This coronavirus has done a lot more damage than people think. Like, they were going to have a huge drought. The biggest drought we've probably had in gaming in years.
Yeah, I see that coming.
And I'm talking like, we're probably going to have, I would say, 6-7 months with all big AAA titles nothing's coming out. Like, we'll get something every now and then. But I do think we're going to see a huge delay in games.
Yeah, I that I do agree with. I understand. 2021, like, I thought 2020 was trash. 2021 is going to be trash as well. Yeah, man, I'm just like, it just sucks. I just wish that Microsoft like kind of operated better. If you're launching a console, this goes years into planning. So you try to make sure you have software lining up with it that's going to be ready. And the fact that I feel like they didn't do any of that, like, so it's like the fact that, all right, Halo Infinite like would have been the launch title and it would have been like the only game, but it would have been the game. So it was like, okay, without Halo, you need 3 games to launch. Without a Halo, you need 3 games to launch.
And I get that, but let's be honest here, man. Like, I think that the competition, they want this out. To be honest with you, this game the Series X should probably be delayed, and the PS5 too. But they're not going to do that because as of right now, we have on PlayStation the only confirmed thing, and it's not even confirmed. We just know a holiday is the Miles expansion, like, which is pretty much what we know to our knowledge right now, is literally just the Spider-Man with the standalone attached to it. Now, obviously, we don't know if the Spider-Man game is going to come with it right now. But, clearly, this coronavirus, because I think that's one of the reasons that we don't have release dates and shit, is because they don't know what's coming out with these games. Like, I was told that originally Ratchet & Clank was supposed to be a launch title, but it got pushed back. Demon's Souls. Keep in mind, Demon's Souls was supposed to come out this year. We have no release date. And not to mention, even if Demon's Souls wasn't supposed to come out this year, then it definitely was going to come out next year. They said Horizon Zero, the new Horizon's coming out next year. No gameplay. It's because this coronavirus is making stuff really hard for people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Do you buy that? Because they blame COVID, and I'm not saying like they shouldn't blame COVID, but I'm just saying, like, given the developmental time of Halo Infinite. Like,
I think COVID has something to do with it, but I think that with the backlash they got, they realized that they needed to do a little bit more fine tone to the game. Like, I think that if the Craig situation would have happened, the game probably would have come out. But I think Microsoft realized, okay, we definitely do need to do this. We need to make sure this game gets more time in the oven. I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to do something in the behind closed doors, like make sure some of these timed exclusives come out sooner rather than later.
I don't know, man, but they got a interesting. Honestly, I don't know if Game Pass is enough, because even though I like the value of Game Pass and what's in there and stuff like that, but when you consider a lot of the games that are in there, I mean, that's not like, oh, like, let me get an Xbox Series X. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. They dropped the ball for me, dude.
They dropped the ball, and they dropped the ball giving us the expectation that it's coming out this year. And with this whole thing going on, we don't know when this game's coming out. They didn't give us a month date. They didn't even give us a release date. They just said 2021. So now we go from, first off, the game was never formally announced that was coming out. 100%. They only said it was a Series X release title, and we don't even know when the Series X is coming out.
Nope.
So, I think they deliberately was so vague on stuff because they didn't want to come out with an open date. Because it's like I said, to me, I think both consoles need to get delayed, because clearly both companies are not ready for this year. But we'll have to see exactly what happens. Sony still has that event supposedly happening this month. We might see some timed exclusives from them. Hopefully, probably not going to happen, but I think Microsoft, they should really look into that right now.
You look into what?
Some type of timed exclusive.
Oh, it's too late. Like, they should have made those decisions last year. It's too late.
They don't want to compete. They don't want to compete. People, they won't get the market share back, and then they'll just keep falling behind. So,
yeah. I don't know, dude. But Garuda Legend says, I love Xbox dudes as gamers, but the Xbox is a sinking ship. Actually respect Smooth and Attic for $5. Garuda, I feel like, I don't know, man. This shit sucks. Obviously, there's going to be
Xbox. I don't think Xbox is a sinking ship. I just think that Xbox had such a bad generation that I don't know if they can recover from it. But I do know that, we'll have to, when I will say if Xbox is a sinking ship or not, is when we start seeing these new games. What does Fable look like? What does Avowed look like? When these games come out, and if they dog shit, that's when it's a sinking ship. That's when it's looking really spooky. But right now, it's like I said, man, like, games take time to make. Ain't nobody asking you to buy nothing but an Xbox. Ain't nobody asking you to buy an Xbox anyway.
Yeah.
I do not give a fuck if anyone buys an Xbox or not.
I feel like a lot of these, though, these events that they're talking about and stuff, it all feels pointless. Because I feel like it's like I'm chasing moving targets. I feel like everything is pointless because, we still don't have, we got to release a month. We don't have a price. We can't pre-order. We don't know nothing about anything. But
dude, we don't even know a release date for fucking Call of Duty yet.
That's true.
The game is supposed to, Call of Duty does way. That's how I know that this COVID shit's really fucked shit up. Because Call of Duty doesn't even have a release date. And I'm confident that Destiny is going to be marketed by Microsoft, and people aren't giving them enough credit when it comes to them getting Game Pass. That in Game Pass day one, and if you're an Ultimate, you get Beyond Light. Because I'm firmly believe that back at the beginning of the generation, when things weren't looking the greatest for Sony in terms of games, because people act like Sony been hitting game after game all generation. That has not been the case.
Yeah.
They relied on indies and third-party marketing deals to make their to get their console to these blockbuster games. You know, they had some sprinkled, but they didn't have it like they have it now. This year's been a fantastic year for PlayStation. They didn't have these type of caliber games coming out every other month the first like 3 years of the PlayStation 4's life cycle. But you know what they did have? One of the hottest games that was out right now, two of the hottest games that's always out, which is Destiny and Call of Duty. They had exclusive content for Destiny, and we're talking like unfair exclusive content, worse than Spider-Man.
Yeah,
they had exclusive exotic guns, exclusive maps, exclusive strikes, and it was so beneficial to them that when the Taken King came out, we were supposed to get the last year of exclusive content. They extended it for another year.
Yeah, they did some fuck shit. Legion says both consoles has to logically come out before Black Friday to take advantage of the sales and deals. Is for Black Friday even matter with COVID and stuff? Who's really going to be going out like that? You know, like I don't see my shopping trend being the same this year during the holiday season. So like I don't even know if I'm going out in person to pick up the Series X and PS5. I literally might like order them.
To be honest with you, I don't even like it's. I don't even know like unless if I get the clarification, Destiny has that patch day one. I might wait on the Xbox. To be honest, like 100% real with you, like. Cause like at that point, like what's the point? Like unless I start seeing like Valhalla.
Well, but you still on the base Xbox One though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna shame me.
I'm just saying it would actually make sense for you to get one because it would actually be a visual change for you.
And I get that, but I do have a PC with a 1080 Ti in it, and I got a Ryzen 7 2700X. The third party games coming to the PC, the Xbox. I can play better on the Xbox on this PC. The biggest thing that is going to get me on the Series X, because I've always been one of those people. I don't care. I will buy a whole console for one game, and I will buy a Series X for Destiny with 60 frames, because this PC shit ain't it. Don't let these PC people lie to you. I can't put Fall Guys already cheaters in it. Fucking Destiny. Just completely overruled with cheaters. Like, what's the point in playing multiplayer games when every time you get killed, you're sitting there scratching your head? Was that legit? Was that a quick scope? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the moment that I'm able to get off this piece of shit PC shit, I'm doing it. PC is a glorified video maker. It is not a gaming platform to me. It's stuff I play games on, but it's definitely not my main platform.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, but I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I appreciate you guys coming through. It's been real. It's been a rough week for me. That's all I gotta say. It's been a rough week. And playing Xbox is tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure playing Xbox is gonna be lit.
Yeah. I mean, I got to say what I want to say. I mean, I know Chris, Karoy, Dope Boy, they're all gonna be all over this. So there will be a playing Xbox tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm in a better mood then. But I'm just like, I don't know what can be done. A lot of people say switch to PlayStation, switch to PC. It's not. Speaking of PC, I got my I got the Ryzen CPU, but I'm not gonna put it in my computer until I order a new case.
I don't think that's a Ryzen. I think that's Intel.
No, not a Ryzen. It's he's a i7.
Yeah, Intel. Yeah.
Fuck.
i7.
Fuck. But I'm not putting it in until I switch out my case. I'm gonna buy a new case.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
Yeah. The person that's in here talking with me is Gaming Addict, Lord Addict from Iron Lord's podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people were in my chat trolling me like a motherfucker.
Yeah. All right, hit that like button. Help me get to 10,000 subs. I'll be putting out more content now that I'm almost set. I was supposed to be playing like Fast and Furious, but
let's
the verdict is out on that game.
Let's play that Fall Guys game on PC, man. Come on, like you don't want to play it on PlayStation, just play it on PC.
I don't care where I play it. Why would I play it on PC though?
Because I have it on PC. My PlayStation's gone. It's missing. I think someone stole it.
You think? Oh wow. Okay.
The controller's here, the cords are here, but the console's gone. I don't understand.
That reminds me of somebody stole my PS2 and they left SmackDown NBA Street in a multi-tap, but they took the PlayStation.
Now people in the chat are gonna say, "Well, they stole the good shit." Well, they didn't steal my PC, so that's all that matters. They kind of stole something that didn't really matter anything to me because I've already played it.
No, but this Halo news has aged me. I got to look at myself on the fucking YouTube. I look old as fuck. So, man, stressful. You guys have a wonderful day. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best bot. Good night or good morning if you're on the other side of the globe. We'll see you tomorrow on Planet Xbox Podcast. And I'll be dropping some videos soon. And look out for the Halo Gears and Forza remix coming later this week. Peace, guys.